right.
Is it happening?
Yo, to pick one.
Is it happening?
It's happening.
It's happening.
Ooh, all right. Well, I guess I better ring the bell to start the show.
Yeah.
A live performance.
Yay. Thank you. Hey, check us for sound there on the book thingy. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's happening? Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Memorial Day. And
all songs copyrighted by the Box of Screws in 2005, 2007. They are expressly permitted to be used on our programming because I own the copyright. So fuck you, Bernie or Denali or whoever you are.
Surprise!
There you go.
You own them copyrights.
This is mine, baby.
Me.
Mine. So, anyways, happy Memorial Day, everybody. I'd like to start out by saying thank you for everybody that made the ultimate sacrifice to this country. You are remembered and well thought of. It is because of you that we are able to do what we all do and enjoy this beautiful day and enjoy everything that almost that we have here because of you. And heartfelt, you are the true heroes. So, guys,
cheers to the troops.
Cheers to all the fallen who gave the ultimate sacrifice for all of us. And all our veterans out there, too. My uncle, Dave, grandfather, John. Ultimate sacrifice is been made. So thank you, guys. Truly appreciate it. Happy Memorial Day, guys.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. It's more than just cookouts. It's more than just hot dogs. It's more than just potato salad. There's a reason for the season. So thank you to the troops.
God bless. God bless. Well...
Do you have any war stories you wanted to share?
No, let's introduce her. I just wanted to just express my ultimate appreciation for those that gave all for all of us.
Yeah, I mean.
So, anyways, I am RedHotScott, the AI robot. It does not compute. I am your future.
And I'm Jsonda.
Hey, Jsonda.
Jsonda. And joined by Mr. Phillip McCrevice.
Phillip McCrevice. I don't have a catch line.
Phillip McCrevice.
The name is enough of a catch line.
Yeah, the name's enough.
Shout out to Ryan Guy and Lady Di, who couldn't be with us tonight because of the Memorial Day logistics. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
So what I understand is today we are you smarter than a Clevelander? I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not as intelligent as you gentlemen, so...
Right.
I think, are you smarter than a Clevelander is subjective?
Ladies and gentlemen, he's brighter than a power outage.
Thank you.
He's as sharp as a bowling ball.
As sharp as a bowling ball. Not the sharpest knife in the shed.
Not even close.
A couple fries short of a Happy Meal.
One French fry short of Happy Meal, yep.
That's right.
Well, did Jsonda happen to mention how the idea for this episode came forth?
Did not.
It originally was, are you smarter than a Jsonda? We were going to get third grade questions, and we're going to challenge Jsonda versus an innocent bystander and see who could nail the most questions.
Right.
And then after that, it turned into, kind of grew legs a little bit. It was like, maybe we shouldn't just aim directly at Jsonda. Maybe we should all be involved.
Right.
Are you smarter than a maniac?
Right, we are going to see who the smartest dummy out here is.
Hey, let's not just hammer on Jsonda the whole time. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your
Jsonda,
sort of compassion.
Einstein.
Let's just mostly hammer on Jsonda, make it look like we're not by getting a little bit of everybody else in there.
He'll never catch on. He ain't smart enough. Where's that one?
I love it. You guys are so great.
Yeah.
Now someone for real's got to come on and say it.
Awesome. Beautiful weather. Thank you for Breaking Tony's for having us. They got $2 these things, and they is ice cold, and they got the $5 pizza things.
They still got the $2 beers even on a
Memorial Day too.
Yeah,
it is. It is a tradition.
It is still $2.
$2.
Does that mean they still have pizza?
They do. And a full menu, lots of specials. Nice crowd out tonight. Nice weather too.
It's nice and cool.
Yeah.
I misplaced my hoodie, so I'm not rolling in luxury like Jsonda over here with his Dixon.
No, I was fully prepared for it to cool down. Because it was not, at first it was like, okay, definitely not hoodie weather, but I'm like, I know when the nighttime comes, it's going to get a little chilly.
Right.
Trying to prevent that turtle from going back in its shell too much.
Oh, boy.
So he already gets a point. He's smarter than you for remembering his wardrobe.
All right, I'll take -1. Are you keeping score?
Yes.
Well, I would look at all the questions, but I can't read your handwriting.
That's
anyway.
right. That's great. You can read them. I can't even read it.
Right.
Yeah, so we were going to do like a series of miscellaneous randoms questions. I was in charge of the actual little bit of the sports segment.
Yep.
So, you want to dive into a little bit that between the three of us? Because there's a lot of fun-filled facts and stuff. So, this will be pretty good. You want to do it?
Well, yeah, we got that. We got some more trivia from Princess D. I have access to her file.
Sweet.
So we can try to struggle through that as well. But
right.
you have it right in front of you, so let's go.
All right, let's do a little writing round. This will be between Jsonda.
Why do we never do a thunder round?
I don't know. Because, what's that?
Gucci,
Shut it up. Shut it up. Stop. There we go. All right. This is about the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
I'm going to do a lightning series. It's going to be 1 point each. Okay?
What about the three-pointer?
Don't worry about it.
These like
I'm asking the questions.
So this is like a foul shot.
Yes.
Okay, we're
All
in
right.
the charity stripe.
Cavaliers. All right. Ready? Who's the Cavaliers' leading scorer of all time?
LeBron James.
Le Mans.
Ding!
24 hours of Le Mans.
Nice. Where was that? Where's this button?
Did I get that right?
Yeah, you did.
Gucci,
No, shut up. All right. All right, ready?
I gotta like color this in or something.
I know. I'm not that smart. All
Are
right,
you
ready?
smarter than a Jsonda?
Who is the Cavaliers' all-time leading rebounder?
Tristan Thompson.
I got nothing.
Kendrick Perkins.
If it's not multiple choice, I got nothing.
Mark Price.
Pick a Cavalier.
Yeah, Mark Price.
Delonte West.
No.
Dellavedova.
No.
Kyrie Irving.
No. Anybody? Anybody?
I got
Sean
nothing.
Kemp.
Anybody?
Zildjian
Anybody?
Ilgauskas.
All right, no point. It is LeBron James.
Oh,
6,190. Oh, my
I was running
God.
out of dumb things to say. Damn it.
I know. Okay, ready? Who is the all-time assist leader for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I think I know
Kevin
this
Love.
one. I think I know this one.
Huh?
Kevin Love.
I was gonna let John answer like 3 times before I guess.
I don't know. If it's not multiple choice, I ain't got shit.
I'll give you one more chance.
Kevin Love.
It's LeBron James, isn't it?
All right. Next question. Who
LeBron
is
James.
the all-time leader of games played?
LeBron James.
Hey, he got
I
one.
think you technically both get one for that.
All right. Okay, this one's going to be good. Here, let me do it. Who is the all-time Cleveland's Cavaliers three-point leader and maker?
LeBron James.
He got it again.
You started to catch on, I think.
Nick, you only got one.
Wait a minute. There's something strange going on here.
Yes. Who is the Cavaliers' single-game leading point scorer?
Kyrie Irving.
LeBron James. I don't.
It's Donovan Mitchell, 71.
I remember that game where
Oh, yeah,
Kyrie and
three.
LeBron both had 40.
Right. Interesting facts about the Cleveland Cavaliers, too. They were founded in 1970, basically, by Nick Maletti, and he had a contest to name the team.
Really?
And, they did it through the playing dealer. He had 11,000 responses. Cleveland Cavaliers got 6,000 out of the 11,000. There were 4 other names that were in this contest to name the team. This is something I found super interesting. So the Cavaliers obviously won it. They were going to actually considering being called the Cleveland Towers,
Oh.
the Cleveland Jays, the Cleveland Foresters, or the Cleveland Presidents.
Were we supposed to guess that?
No, of course you're not going to guess that, but I was just thinking, if you had like another alternative to the Cleveland Cavaliers to be named, would it be the Towers, the Jays, the Foresters, or the Presidents?
I'll go with the Foresters.
Foresters? I kind of like that too. I kind of was thinking about it,
Now, why did you choose that?
I said the Presidents. I was like, the Cleveland Presidents. That would have been funny.
Well, Cleveland's supposed to be the Forest City.
Yeah, right. And that is, and then like the Towers, I was like, that's kind of cool. The Jays.
Yeah, but it has a flaw off the tongue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Cleveland Towers, the Cleveland Foresters.
The Cleveland Presidents.
Well, yeah, Ohio is supposed to be like the birthplace of presidents.
This is true. That was my
some of these names are steeped in some sort of local lore.
So I dug a little deeper who won the contest.
Uh-huh.
You'll never guess who won the contest.
LeBron James.
No.
Damn it.
Just gonna throw it out there.
It was a fellow from Eastlake. He lived on 337th. His name was Jerry Tomko. He won the contest for naming the Cavs, and he had an essay. His essay was like, "We're a group of fearless men who never surrender." He won the contest for naming the Cleveland Cavaliers in 1970. A guy from
cool.
Eastlake.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, I was like, wow.
Dude was probably drunk, drinking beer, sitting on his fucking couch, going like, I'm going to do this.
So everybody wrote in, and they made the finalists, and then everybody voted who they won. Everybody like unanimously chose the Cavaliers. He was from Eastlake. Guess what he got as a prize for doing that?
Cavaliers ticket.
A credit?
Season tickets. 2 sets of season tickets for the first season. And he claims that the Cavaliers promised him a grand prize, which he had never received.
He didn't get the tickets?
He got at least season tickets for 1 year. That's all he got for naming the team. Son of a bitch. A guy from Eastlake. Who would have thought? Guy named Jerry Tomko. So thank you, Jerry Tomko, for, what do you call them? The Cavaliers, or what do you call them?
Cavaliers.
Cavaliers. Thanks for naming them. So that's a little brief history of...
That's actually
it was pretty cool. I found that like very, very interesting.
It is.
So, John, you got like 3. Nick, you got 1. Look at that, John.
I'm just going to kind of go it out there that I feel like it's I've been given a little bit of a Memorial Day gift on this trivia.
Oh, you want to try and hit up some hockey? I got some interesting hockey facts too.
Hockey, I know practically nothing about hockey.
Yeah,
Wayne Gretzky.
I know.
Oh, the great one.
What was the only professional? I'm not talking about these minor league teams you got now. What was the only professional NHL team in Cleveland's name?
Well, it wasn't the Lumberjacks.
No.
No.
Well, let's see. The Capitals are in Columbus.
You know what's funny is actually I talked to somebody about this not too long ago because we were talking about the Lumberjacks, and they told me about Cleveland having a professional team. I'm like, I did not know this.
They did.
I don't know the name.
For 2 years, it was from 1976 to 1978. They were god awful, from what I understand. They were actually a team by the name of the Cleveland Barons.
The Barons, you're right.
Barons.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah,
Holy
so they
shit.
They inherited them from the California Golden Stars, I guess. So what happened after that, this is the interesting fact I found about that, whatever happened to the Cleveland Barons, the Cleveland's professional hockey team. So what happened to them is they merged with the Minnesota North Stars in 78, which is today known, and they were brought out. Actually, the Cleveland Barons became the Dallas Stars of the NHL.
Now, there's a good name, the Cleveland Barons, because I feel like Cleveland had the biggest Baron of the turn of the century, of course. Standard Oil is John D. Rockefeller.
That's it. It was it. Yeah. Then they had some minor league teams. Of course, you mentioned the Lumberjacks, the Lake Erie Monsters.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Crusaders, they were pretty big. And then the original hockey team, it was kind of like a minor league hockey team. They were named the Cleveland Falcons back in 1925.
Really?
Pretty freaking crazy. So the Cleveland Barons are the Dallas Stars in existence. That's where the roots came from.
Huh.
Pretty weird. So we actually did have a piece of hockey that came about. Okay. And then let's skip the Guardians and Indians or whatever.
The Deans.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, no. We'll jump a little bit ahead. A couple more questions with a sports segment. Obviously, they're called the Cleveland Browns. Does anybody know there's been a total of 4 Cleveland professional football teams. What was the team before they were the Cleveland Browns? What were they called?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Rams?
That's it.
They went
Yeah,
to St.
you
Louis,
got
right?
yourself a point.
Oh, sorry, Jsonda. I didn't give you a chance.
No, I said I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Which is another interesting fact. They were the Cleveland Rams, and of course they moved out, and and all that stuff. There was two other names because what happened is 1921 they formed the actual National Football Association, the only team that has been in league play ever since its foundation. Were the Green Bay Packers, publicly owned. They're the only team that does not have an official owner. They're actually publicly owned. You can buy stock in them.
That's right.
So that's the cool fact that they started in 1921. Cleveland actually had teams in the early 20s that were named something other than the Rams or the Browns. Can anybody guess those? Bonus points, 5 points if anybody can get either of the two.
Cardinals.
Who?
Darn it.
Guess any. You start naming off names. And think,
Elves.
think Cleveland all the way around. Think Cleveland.
Wait, does the Canton Bulldogs count?
That's one. That's actually one.
Hey,
I was
5
close.
points.
I was
5
close.
points.
I said the dogs. I was close. Or the Bulldogs. I was close.
You said that. Yeah, you're very close. So actually what happened, the Canton Bulldogs been around since 19. That's
Yeah,
where the
I
Pro
said the
Football Hall of
dogs.
Fame is. They were around. That's where the Hall of Fame is. So what happened was back in the 20s and stuff, transportation was a little bit tough. So every so often, teams would merge for, a season or two. So Cleveland actually were the Bulldogs for, a couple seasons back in the day, and then they went back to Canton, and the teams just emerged whatever city they were playing in. The first year that Cleveland was in the National Football League, the name of the team was the Cleveland Indians.
The Spiders.
No, that's baseball. So they were actually called the Cleveland Indians. That was the first football professional team was called the Cleveland Indians. I had to look this up.
I think I just jumped ahead if you were asking like previous Cleveland Indians name, the Spiders.
It was in like 19,
Well, the Spiders was the losing
it was actually
team of all time.
Cleveland Bulldogs, and then the Cleveland Indians were another team. They just jumped in there for a season in 1931.
Wait,
So
what were you saying, Phillip McCrevice, about the Spiders?
They're the losingest baseball team of all time.
Yeah, but wasn't it like the prequel name to the Indians?
There were
Was
several.
Spiders? Yeah.
I don't want to jump ahead, but there were several.
Yeah, there were. We're not going to
Well,
get into
we're not
all
gonna-
that.
I can just spout it off right now.
Yeah, you can.
They're the Cleveland Blues. They're the Cleveland Naps. For,
Yep.
You said the Naps?
The Naps for like Nap Lejeune.
Yep.
Oh,
They
I
named after players.
I took a damn good nap earlier.
All right.
Yeah, it was named after that.
It's a pretty interesting thing. And then I was looking around. They had some other pro teams that were actually in the NFL, and they were like Ohio. There was a lot of teams. We're just not only known for the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns and all that. Of course, Akron had a professional team at one point for a number of seasons. You know the name of that? This is big bonus points if you do.
Wait, what sport?
Akron football.
Akron
We're
football?
sticking with football.
No, I don't. The college is the Zips.
Yeah, it's very similar to that, but it was a
Zip.
professional team.
Zip, go the Zippers. Zip,
Professional team. No,
Zip, go the Zippers.
they were actually the Akron Pros. That was the team.
What a
Pros?
name, the
Yeah,
Pros.
Akron Pros. But this is what I found really interesting about like Ohio football when it first started. It was a hotbed of football. A motorcycle. Oh, he's got a cool car. You gonna rev it? Rev it, boy. Pretty cool. But so I looked into a little bit, just some fun facts. Of course, you had the Cleveland Browns, Rams, Indians, Bulldogs, Canton Bulldogs, Akron Pros. Dayton had a team. They were called the Dayton Triangles. Columbus had a team. They were called the Columbus Panhandlers, and then they were also the Columbus Tigers. Cincinnati's original team before the Bengals were the Cincinnati Celts, not
Really?
Celtics, Celts. And then the Toledo had a team. They were called the Toledo Maroons.
Well, so
Maroons,
real quick. This is me being a little bit dumb, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Ohio has two professional football teams. I know there's like one other state that has it.
Cool. The coolest kid in Willoughby is here. Thank you. Now go get that old smelly piece of shit out of here.
Oh, I fucking love it.
That's
I love
great.
it.
No, that is
I love
great.
it. So wait, what's the other state that has 2 professional teams?
Well, there's several.
Because I don't know.
Oh,
Is there?
Florida has a bunch. California has a bunch.
For football?
Yeah. So, California has, the San Francisco 49ers, and Los Angeles Chargers, and Los Angeles
Raiders.
No, the Raiders moved to Las Vegas. So,
It is Vegas.
Well, the
Florida.
Raiders were in California.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Florida has a bunch. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jacksonville, Miami Dolphins. New York, obviously Pennsylvania has the Philadelphia Eagles, Pittsburgh
That's
Steelers.
right. Yeah, that's
New
right.
York has the New York Giants, New York Jets, the Buffalo Bills. So there's several
That's right.
teams that have
That's
a few teams. Several states that have a few teams, but a couple more, and we'll get this list over with. Of course, the Toledo Maroons. Portsmouth, Ohio had the Spartans, and then they had Orang. I had to go look up where the fuck is Orang. They had the Orang Indians.
Orang, what's that?
Some city in Ohio.
Really?
It's called Orang, OORANG, and they had the
Orang.
Orang Indians, which
Oh.
became the Cleveland Indians, which were a football team as well as a baseball team. So pretty crazy when you think about it. There's from NFL standards throughout that, you had Cleveland, Cincinnati, obviously, Canton, Akron, Dayton, Columbus, Toledo, Portsmouth, and Orang. Throughout the course of football, Ohio had 9 teams from the NFL that have participated in NFL play.
What year was that? Oh my God! I've
A
never
lot
seen
of
that
it was earlier days.
I haven't seen that in the Wikipedia page.
Well, then look it up now. Do your
Was it
research.
now? Was it at the same time, or was it over the
Course of years, some
time?
teams overlap, but teams
Okay.
can participate when you fielded the team. Sometimes these teams played every 2 years; they'd skip a year, and they would play, and then they enter the league, and then eventually the league took over and founded. And it's a whole interesting thing. We can waste several shows on that, but we'll save that for the sports segment shows and stuff. The dogfight sports. And that.
That's actually interesting. I did not
It's
know
very
that.
interesting.
I did not know.
Yeah.
Did not know Ohio had that many professional
The
teams.
Columbus, the Toledo Maroons, and the
What a
Dayton
name, the
Triangles. It's just like, wow, that's pretty cool stuff.
The O-rings.
And some of them were actually successful.
The O-rings.
The Orang, whatever. There's a town somewhere. And they were the Orang Indians. They fielded some teams out there.
All right, I gotta look that up. Where the hell's Orang?
Yeah, look it up. Orang, Ohio or something. It's pretty cool. I was trying to look into it, and I was like, my brain was spitting.
Orang, Ohio, likely refers to the village of Orange, Ohio, located in Cuyahoga County.
Yeah. Orange. So, they played out in Orange. Isn't that pretty cool?
Well, that's not that far from here. It's
I
like just a little
know.
bit farther
That's
than
what I'm
Beechwood.
saying. It's they're as close as the Akron pros and stuff. Yeah, football was pretty prevalent. And then there's histories of other states. The Green Bay Packers, like I said, they're the only team that has ever played in every NFL season in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay, so I searched for Orang, Ohio, and it says, "Do you mean orange?" And the first related question people also may ask, what does it mean when Gen Z says Ohio? Apparently, the term Ohio has become a popular catchphrase.
It has.
Among Gen Z, referring to anything strange or absurd.
It has. It
Are
has.
you serious?
Yep, it has. Anytime there's something like, wow, that's so Ohio. I've literally seen that. Yep.
It is.
Ohio has become.
You have to be here to understand.
It has.
Cool.
And even stranger, that comes from a website called Times of India. So I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell's going on here.
Don't mind copyrights.
All
I'm
right.
just kidding.
You guys want more Cleveland sports trivia?
No.
No.
Yeah, sure. Hit
I
me
got
up.
13 more questions.
Hit me up then. Let's
I
see
get
if
to
can-
ask instead of answer.
All right, I'll see if I know anything.
I don't know.
I think John might have a little bit of a heads up on this one.
I don't know
Okay.
shit about fuck.
All right, here's question number 1. A famous 1990s Indian center fielder. Hold on, here's a hint.
Lofton.
A high bed to sleep on, plus the opposite of flip a switch off.
Kenny Lofton.
Loft on?
Yeah.
I might have said that.
No, but no. 'Cause me and him were actually talking about old
That's good
old
stuff,
old
though.
baseball, and surprisingly, I kind of sort of knew the Indians pretty well in the '90s,
Yeah.
as far as who
Cool.
played what.
All right, well, that's good because I have another question about
That's
him.
good.
His signature highlight reel move, here's the hint. Your house, faster than a walk, and sticky bandits.
Stealing bases.
No, because I said that the other day when we were talking about this.
Okay.
I forget what the answer was.
Your house, Faster Than a Walk, and Sticky Bandits. It's a three-parter.
I know. We talked about this clue the other day, and you gave me the answer, and I forgot it. Because I always know them as stealing bases.
Yep.
No, we don't talk. Catching the ball as it was a home run over the fence, over the wall, and catching it and stealing the home run.
Home run stealing. Your house, home, faster than a walk, run, and Sticky Bandits stealing.
Put that in your butt and smoke it.
That's right. That's the longest 3 words I have ever heard.
All right, here's another one about a different player. Omar Vizquel was incredibly consistent in winning this accolade. The hint is Midas touch and
Golden Glove.
No love, no.
Golden Glove. Oh, whoa. Golden Glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Midas touch.
Golden.
No glove. No love, no glove.
Okay.
And the position that he took over for so many years, here's the
shortstop.
hint.
God damn it.
Not quite 6'1", and a sign that everyone rolls through.
Stop. Shortstop.
Shortstop.
No, the thing is, like, you'd be surprised. Like, I could actually talk about the 90s Indians and actually know who played what and who was good at what. They're not great, but generally.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. His famous run-stopping mechanism. Here's the hint. Second Amendment phalanges holder.
Who's that for?
Omar Vizquel. Second Amendment phalanges holder.
Barehanded grounders. He would catch the grounder barehanded and throw it to first.
That's right, bare hand. The right to bear arms, that's Second Amendment, and phalanges holder is your hand.
See, but I just know that's how I know Omar. Like Kenny Lofton stealing bases, I know Omar for catching the grounders barehanded. Like,
yep.
So for so for everybody out there that understands, he can field a bunt pretty well. Now, what would you like me to sound it out in clues?
All right, it gets harder after this.
Corn, farmer. That's field, right?
Corn,
Bunt,
farmer, field.
Bunt. C.
BU next Tuesday?
Hunt minus B. Minus C. So
all right, they're going to get a little bit harder from now on.
Okay.
I'm just going to give you the clue, not the actual the player. The Prince of Piercings and an Akron tire manufacturer.
Albert Bell.
Yes!
Yeah,
all right. Okay, you get the applause for that. Got it right off rip.
Right. It's not actually sports questions. These are just homonyms or something, right?
And
what do they call them words?
onomatopoeia.
Yeah, that.
Onomatopoeia.
Yes.
All right, so he had a nickname.
It's a little quick.
And his nickname was the same as a nickname for a kangaroo.
For a kangaroo?
Yep.
Yeah, beat up kids who throw eggs at your house.
I don't remember his nickname, but I remember he would hit it over the big green monster.
Throw baseballs at fans.
Yeah, you throw baseballs at fans. It's a baby kangaroo, by the
way.
Joey.
I'll fight you, Albert. Joey. He came in as Joey Bell, and then he didn't like Joey because fans taunted him, so he changed his name to Albert.
That's right.
Lots of Joeys changed their name to Albert.
You get the resemblance is striking.
Yes.
Now this one's more of a statistical one. His claim to fame was setting a local record for doubles and home runs. How many of each did he hit?
No, it was over the 50-50. I think 54.
Is that for Albert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph. That I don't know. I don't know.
It was 50-50.
Okay,
I'm not sure what the exact number was, but he had 50 home runs and 50 doubles.
51, 54, or something like that.
Yep.
Right.
Obliterated
That's
it.
the year he threw almost. He only had like 49 baseballs thrown at fans. Otherwise, it would have been 50-50-50.
Right.
Throwing baseballs at fans. What the fuck is wrong with Trevor Bauer?
There was a Bauer outage. All right, this next one, actually, I forgot about what the heck it even means for a second, but I think I can get there. Again, just a clue. A different player on the Indians at a slightly different time period. You could tip the scales of what? The other part of his name is Michelangelo's statue.
David Justice.
David Justice.
Mighty David
Who was
Justice.
also another good hitter. I do remember he was a good hitter.
He went against us in the 1995 World Series, and he crushed us.
He was part of the Kenny Lofton, after they went the World Series, it was part of the Marquise Grissom, David Justice, Kenny Lofton trade. They traded Kenny to the Braves, and then we got Marquise, Mighty Grissom, He was cool. I met him at a gas station once, pumping gas. We were shooting shit for a while.
Wouldn't he? What was it? 90, 97?
He was around there.
Around there, he played for us. I think
Yep.
97, maybe 98 might be.
Well, it was definitely after 95. 95, he was playing against us in the World Series.
I think
Yes,
it was
for
roughly.
sure.
I think I remember roughly around 97.
It was.
Something like that. I remember
Yep.
watching him play.
Yep. That's pretty weird. They traded. Like,
Wow, I
over
talk
16.
sports.
Yeah, look at you. Knowledgeable.
Someone that I actually somewhat know.
You are the smartest dummy out here.
Oh, guess what? Another sports question.
Oh, no. Oh, now look at you. Yeah.
Speaking of trading for players, I'll give you a hint on the hint. Indians brothers, a beach bum and Oppenheimer with an O.
Sandy Alomar, Roberto Alomar.
Hey!
Yeah.
Did you understand the hint?
Yeah.
No, but I know the brothers.
Beach bum, Sandy.
Okay.
Oppenheimer with an O. His first name is Robert.
Yeah.
Roberto. Man, these hints just aren't very good. You guys are just getting it based on context clues.
Yeah. We're not even paying attention to the hints.
All right, I think that probably Scott will get this one. I think
Yeah.
that John has almost no chance.
Jim told me.
That was actually close. Damn it.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
Gee, homie from Durham.
He's not even going to get a chance to answer. He's going to answer in 1 second. Cleveland Indians manager, the human rain delay. It's not an automatic transmission. And
Hargrove. Come on, Hargrove.
always sunny in Philadelphia. The character has the last name Day. It's not Mike Hargrove. Oh, actually, I did this wrong. It should be Mark Hargrove. I gave the wrong hint.
You did.
Damn it. It's supposed to be Charlie Manuel.
Very,
Sorry, I do know Mike Hargrove.
very, very horrible.
Oh, damn it. All right, well. All right.
Onomatopoeias ain't working. or whatever
Yeah,
the
I
hell
guess.
The human rain delay, he was like, oh, this guy was great.
Mark Hargrove. I thought it was
He's
Charlie
one of the
Manuel.
reasons for the 30-second pitch count or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Mike Hargrove.
Damn, I thought it was Charlie Manuel. Whoops.
Uh-huh.
Who's Charlie Manuel then?
Oh, he was like an old-time manager. He managed for a while.
But he was a manager.
Yeah, then he went
Okay.
to Philadelphia. He was an old-time manager. He lived about 90, smoking like 3 packs of Marlboros a day. He was crazy.
Sorry, Jsonda, I gave the wrong clue. But the clue was automatic transmission and always sunny in Philadelphia, last name Day for Charlie Manuel. But apparently it was Mike Hargrove, so I'll take a -1 for that.
Yeah.
Here's one that you guys are going to have to rush to get because I feel like it's going to be a little bit obvious.
Tell me.
Rhymes with homie and has a statue
Jim
in the stadium.
Tomey. First baseman, Jim Tomey.
Has a statue in the stadium, yep.
Right.
This one is probably going to be the most difficult one. I'm guessing you guys aren't going to get it. You're just going to get mad at me. Prolific hitter who used his optic nerve to smack an orb.
Manny Ramirez.
Holy shit. And why do you say that?
Just because I'm going through the 90s team, and we've named basically most of the ones that everyone knew, and Manny Ramirez is the one that left that I'm like, it's got to be Manny Ramirez because like we haven't asked anything about
But
him
did
yet.
you understand the hint? Optic nerve and smack an orb, see ball, hit ball. I give up.
But Manny Ramirez. But I got it though, right?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Anyways,
what's the
interesting.
I literally like you're like, oh, I'm gonna get the most fucking in-depth fucking hints. He'll never get this, and I'm like, this, that, this.
Anyways.
They're like, damn,
Those onomatopoeias.
not even off the hints.
Interesting fact about Manny Ramirez.
I was just going by process
They-
of elimination. We talked about all of them. The only one left was Manny.
Right. And,
Yay! I talk sports.
Yay.
We didn't talk about Carlos Baerga. I left him out.
Yeah.
You're right. True.
Right. 'cause
Okay,
he
you're
couldn't find
true.
any homomobos or whatever for him. So anything about Manny Ramirez when he first came here, didn't know a lick of the language and stuff, and they thought they would game on him. So they were like, "This is." He was convinced when he first came here, like a lot of the fellow Latin American players, his name and how it's spelled, Ram, as and stuff. They convinced him that his last name was pronounced Ramhurizi. Ramhurizi. And he walked around saying, Manny Ramhurizi and stuff. And they're like, the fuck is wrong with this guy?
God.
And they had to let him in on a joke. He thought his name was Ramhurizi pronounced in English. Because if you look at the spelling, that's a little just interesting fact about Manny.
That sounds like an Xbox Live name.
It just Ramhurizi.
What's our time at?
We're good.
Be good. Well, interesting sports trivia, huh?
Yeah,
We learned a lot today about the Foresters, the Cleveland Foresters.
Yeah, we
That's
got, We got
Weird
another
stuff.
11. We got another 11 from Princess D about CWRU and Cleveland. I don't know these. I've not read these.
So first off, what is CWRU?
It's almost screw. Case Western Reserve University.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Ursuline College, right? Formerly Ursuline.
Yeah,
Okay,
once they went to
sure.
CWRU, all the students started calling it Screw You.
Okay. All right. So,
That was a merger of Case Institute of Technology and Western Reserve University.
That's right.
Well, do we want to get a guest in here to get going on some of these?
That's
Because
fine.
I have not read them. I do not know them.
I don't know. All right. All right.
And I don't know the hints either.
All right. Get them guessed. Get them guessed. Get them guessed. Get them guessed.
Are they both going to come on?
I don't know.
Well, if they both come on, do you want to be the master of ceremonies?
I guess.
All you got to do is read.
Okay.
You got your glasses? Oh, you do have your glasses. Okay.
I got my spectacles.
Well, I can tell you the categories. The categories is universities, which is moderately difficult. We got Cleveland Geography,
Okay.
no difficulty rating.
All right, coming out, we have Miss Crafty Keri.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the clapper. Nope.
And we also have Pop Culture Cleveland, which is medium difficulty.
So, you want me to jump on this side, or do I do it from half?
Whatever you want. I think I'm going to go out so we can have our guests come in.
Right. So, screw you in, out. So I just read, and then these are the answers.
That's right.
All right.
You guys both come in. No, trivia.
You don't want to, you want to come in?
You, Nick, go on, guess. Nick, go on, get in there and guess them, because you don't know the answers,
I don't even know
right?
what the trivia. I don't even know what the trivia is. We're doing trivia. Want to come on?
All right.
Okay.
I
The
have not seen
old
these
trivia twist. The old trivia twist. The old beer
Rearranging and
switch.
getting ready for trivia round 2.
Trivia twist.
So who's winning so far?
I don't know.
I
John.
got a bonus question that was
Was
worth
it John's
5.
questions?
Right, John won.
I got a bonus question worth 5. So
We're just
I
going to
won.
give it all to John.
We're gonna give it all to John.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's tired today, he said.
All right, plenty of space on the cords. We're ready to go.
Okay,
We
cool.
got
Okay, these
some-
look like multiple guests. So
we got some medium difficulty ones and some unknown difficulty ones.
Yeah, we got. Ooh,
I shouldn't have done
how about we got universities? Today's categories: universities, Cleveland geography, pop culture, Cleveland.
that. Oh boy.
Special guest Keri, universities, Cleveland geography, or pop culture.
Let's go with Cleveland geography.
Cleveland
Yes.
geography for 10, Scotty. All right. The Cuyahoga River is notorious for catching on fire in the 70s, sparking the creation of the EPA. How many total times did it actually catch on fire? A, 6, B, 8, C, 13, D, 17. You can basically pick your own.
I'm going to say 6.
Okay, 6.
Guess again.
8?
Guess again.
17?
Nope.
None of the above?
It's 13. I wrote this question a month ago.
All right, hopefully this is it.
Lucky number 13.
13.
Yep.
Thankfully, these don't give me the answers, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
All
boy.
right.
Even Scott doesn't know.
Question 2. What Great Lake does Cleveland border?
Ooh.
I'm not even going to give you options.
I don't know.
Erie, Superior. I mean, Great Lake does Cleveland border. It is Erie.
It's
Why the
Erie.
fuck would you even put that in? Okay.
Should we name the Great Lakes
Michigan,
instead?
hear it. Holmes, we're not going to do the home.
No homes?
Yeah,
What about Lake
so does-
Champlain? That was included for a little while.
No. All right, so
Well, you know, I got to tell you a funny story, though. So we have a guy at work who's from Senegal.
Oh, yeah.
So my one chef brought in fish that he gets out of the river and the lake. He goes, he didn't understand that we actually had fish in the lake.
Oh.
He thought it only came from oceans
Ah,
because where he's from, they have no
Right.
lakes.
and yet he cooks seafood at your restaurant.
But it's all well. You get it, but he didn't.
All right, I have a trivia question for the panel. What's the shallowest of the Great Lakes?
It's the what?
What's the shallowest of the Great
Lake
Lakes?
Erie. Come on.
Lake Erie.
We all know.
What's the deepest?
Superior.
What's the second deepest?
Michigan.
Nope.
Ontario.
Probably Huron. Too.
Yeah, the second deepest is Ontario.
Yes.
You know, it's the smallest surface area.
All right. And who has the most fish of all the Great Lakes?
Well, I think you're going to say Erie, but
Yes, of course.
I know it's like basically world renowned for walleye fishing.
Yes.
Yes, but I think if I remember, Superior has deep fish. It's like a different type of fish.
Deep water.
Yeah, deep water.
Okay. Next question. John D. Rockefeller, James A. Garfield, and famous detective Elliot Ness are buried in which Cleveland cemetery? Riverside, Monroe, Lakeview, or Calvary?
Lakeview.
Lakeview it is.
Lakeview. I don't have the answer, so I don't know.
It is. It's like
Lakeview.
actually,
Okay.
it's actually, you know, for a fun fact, it's a beautiful cemetery. They've made it into a park.
Right.
It's really cool to see some of the monuments and stuff. And yes, it's on the west side, but it's worth a trip.
Right.
It's a good bike ride day,
Monumental.
or it's a good day maybe to do some stunts at.
All right. Next question. James Garfield. Who was buried in James Garfield's tomb?
Okay, so guys, before we answer this, wait a minute, no, this is great. No. So we used to travel with my parents, okay, and we would go past somewhere, and my dad would be like, "Who's in Grant's tomb?" My mom would be like, "I don't know." So then we would teach her like, "Mommy, how many people are dead in a cemetery?" "Well, I don't know." We're like, all of them.
It's hereditary, folks. All right.
Poor Leslie.
All right. We got pop culture or universities.
There was a pirate with a wooden leg named Smith. What was the name of his other leg?
Bob. Stump.
All right.
Stumpy.
We did geography. We got
You leave Woody alone.
we got universities. We got pop culture.
Pop culture or universities?
Oh,
Nick,
dude.
whoever's next. Pick one. Universities. Pop culture.
Let's go pop culture.
Pop
Leave the
culture it
hardest one for last.
is. Hopefully this is. All right. Which superhero was created in Cleveland 1933?
You can
Huh?
both answer?
Which superhero was created in Cleveland in 1933?
I have no freaking idea. I know.
Oh,
Superman.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Oh, all right.
Superman. That makes Cleveland actually Metropolis, doesn't it?
I know. Right.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
And
Kryptonite.
that actually makes Akron Gotham City too.
Yes,
Oh,
it
boy.
does. It does.
That
All right.
dirty city.
This Oscar-winning actress who starred in films like X-Men, Batman, and was a Bond girl is from Cleveland suburb. Who is she?
Oh, she's from Shaker Heights.
Shaker Heights.
Halle Berry?
Yay!
I only know two people from Cleveland, so
That's
I think
it.
okay.
Yep, it's Halle Berry. That's right. Woo! And Jsonda got the last question right. He called in with Superman.
I have.
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
John, thank you.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
Makes sense for the underground tunnels and railroads.
That is from podcast genius Jsonda.
I guess he's going to come in with half a point.
Anyways, born in Cleveland suburb Shaker Heights, this actor starred in movies such as Cool Hand Luke and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Was it James Dean, Paul Newman, James Franco, or Jimmy Stewart?
Oh, God, I've done too much research. I know all these. I'll let
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
go Paul Newman.
Paul Newman it is.
Hey, I actually knew that one.
I literally looked up like a list of 100 Clevelanders, so like to put together something like this. So
Yeah.
I know
I'm
the
doing
answers a little
really
bit.
good on my A, B, and C.
That's
D.
it.
Option C.
Well, it's not like when I make the trivia, the answer is always option D.
Oh, that's funny.
It was like for a month, I always did option D. Then Scott caught on.
That's right. All right. Scotty figured it out.
Did John ever figure it out?
No.
Eventually, yes.
we told him, but he forgot.
He probably told us a funny story about we had
You're the
one day when he
smartest
had his
man
shirt off
ever.
and bought his tattoo or something.
Yeah, Johnny. Oh, I can't even do it, but I should.
Yes,
Because he'll hear it on time delay. This will be even funny.
let's do it.
No, I can't.
We're counting down until John takes his shirt off.
No. All right, the left is universities, but this involves CWRU.
Screw you.
Case
know what
Western Reserve.
She knew that. All right. I know nothing about any of this CWRU, so you two seem to know. Let's ask. What is the name of the staircase that connects the Carlton Road housing area and CWRU?
Oh boy, you're not going to know this if you haven't been there.
So, by the way, there's some birds flying around here on our patio today. They're unknown and unidentified.
John's so since it's delayed, John's so smart. He thought judo is what they made bagels out of. Yes, you will.
Watching for the countdown.
No, but you guys can't see us out there, but we're watching and listening to the radio.
So, anyways.
Are there multiple choice?
Yeah, I mean, alley, cat, stairway to heaven, elephant stairs, or CWRU alley.
I'm going to go elephant stairs.
Hey, you got
Elephant
it right.
stairs.
Good
Nice.
job. Okay.
Okay.
All right, how many Nobel
guess.
Space Prizes have been awarded to CWRU facility and alumni? 5, 7, 20, or 15?
Well, we're going to have a problem here because I don't know it.
15.
He doesn't know it either.
Right.
Oh. I think it's 15 because they're known for the medical and they're also their law and their
And alumni.
alumni. And I believe they're also known for their aerospace at one
Well,
time.
I've been there once drinking. I got 2, so it's got to be 20.
I will take it.
We're going to have to call him and ask him or something.
We need to call in. Do we have that option? Can
Yes.
I go phone a friend?
No. We can phone Papa B.
Oh,
He'll probably know it.
he probably would.
And we might do that.
We might have to
will.
phone.
We'll
I think
phone a
we
friend.
have
Yes.
to phone him.
Okay, Edward Morley determined the atomical weight of what element in a CWRU lab? Was it gold, oxygen, helium, or uranium? Element in a lab at CWRU.
I'm going to go helium.
We don't know the answer.
I'm going to go uranium. 'Cause we ain't got no gold in this city. We can
Well,
barely
I
breathe
was
any
going to
oxygen.
say uranium, but really I don't see any space where
We
you
use
would have it
helium for
protected.
balloons. All right.
All right, I do know that there is a fountain in the quad at CWRU. It has a big, silver-looking tube. I think that is related to one of the experiments that determined an atomic weight. But I do not know which one it is.
What's the tube? I'm going to say helium. It's a tube. Think about that.
Ah, God, I worked there for 3 years, and I still don't know.
Hey,
These are Diana's questions. Can you call her and ask what the answer are?
No, leave alone.
Can you call her and
Which
ask what the
Google
answer is?
application?
Call her.
why can't we just Google it?
Oh, shit, his phone's right there.
Yeah, this is
Damn
this which reads us to our next
Their phone
question.
is right here.
Which
Well, it's doing something.
which Google application was created by a CWRU alumni? Was it Chrome, Photos, Groups, Gmail? Let's Google it.
What's the application where it spies on you and listens to everything you say?
I don't know.
All of them.
The phone.
All of them.
Damn. Yeah, unless you call her and ask her what the answers are, we don't know.
All right, which popular classifieds website was created by a CWRU alum? Was it Craigslist, Facebook, Marketplace, Let Go, Offer Up?
Where's Grinder?
Huh?
Where's Grinder?
No Grinder. You Grinder later.
She might like it.
The sandwich finding app.
Craigslist. I don't know. Facebook. No, that wasn't it. The Facebook Marketplace. Oh,
I know,
that's
Craig-
Carpy. Oh, I got it.
I think Craigslist might be on that. Might
Let
be it.
Go.
Because it is a Cleveland thing.
How about we go with Let Go C? Because we're about to let go of CWRU.
Oh, that was it?
That's it.
All right,
Okay.
who won?
John.
Hey!
Hey! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 na, 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 dum, da, dum, dum, dum.
John's the champ. Ain't nobody smarter than John and Jsonda, man.
He got, he probably cheated and got the answers.
No, he did. He started off. He knew them all. It was like all LeBron James. I loaded the trick questions. He was quicker than Nick on the LeBron James. You should have seen him. Yes!
There he is!
Champion!
Oh my gosh.
Jsonda. That was awesome.
Do you have any trivia questions for us? Do you have on the top of your head?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I do. I'm going to stick with a topic that I kind of know a little bit about. Ready?
Yes.
Ready.
So, how many fingers are on a snow crab claw?
Well, let's see. The thumb doesn't count, right? So
I
4?
know.
Eight. But they don't have thumbs.
So 4?
5.
5.
Five.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And they're actually not fingers. Who knows what they're called? Feet?
Knuckles.
Knuckles. Hey, you know, kind of funny, Nick. Remember, what does a crab sound make?
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
Scott, do you know this one?
Yeah, I believe so. Ready?
That's a good piece of trivia. That's exactly what the sound they make.
I think it's pretty close when they're getting. Okay, let's see. I don't know.
Hey, Jsonda, do you have any trivia for us? Do you have any trivia for us off the top of your brain? You can't ask us about an engine or something? You can't ask us about an engine or something? Yeah, but you're the ones that's off the panel, so you could ask us a question.
If I had my note card, I'd ask you how many tablespoons is in a quarter cup.
Oh, God. I don't know.
A lot.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I have a thing for you, Nick. If I was to say, I would like to serve you drawn butter, what does that mean to you?
Drawn butter?
Drawn
means
butter.
that you're loading it into a pen so you can draw out the butter. Oh.
Scott now knows the
I
answer.
know.
What's the answer, Scott?
It's just melted fucking butter. They melted.
It just melted?
I mean,
Yeah.
they call it drawn butter. I'm like, where the fuck did you draw this from? I guess a butter stick.
Well, so actually, what they're supposed to, what they used to do was draw out some of the oil, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, so like Scott and I got to say, why can't you just call it melted butter?
Right. Drawn butter. Like a fucking stupid
And so that's
shit.
different than clarified?
Clarified butter is when it's actually filtered.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we cleared that up.
Yeah, right.
Oh, clarified butter, you cleared it up.
Right.
Yeah, it takes out the
Okay.
sediments.
Right.
No, we cleared it up.
Yeah, you take out all the cow mucus out or something. I don't know.
It's pretty close.
So now, okay, so you clarified butter, but you condense milk.
He's
Right.
So bad.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Mercury Maniacs, we're not Brainiacs.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Look
we
at
are.
this guy. He's
You're
got-
good. You're good. Welcome. Thank you for asking.
He's got the
What's your
ice.
name? What's your name?
No, my name's Jonah.
He's got the ice mark glasses
So
on.
he's
Look at
Mr. Whale is over here.
Jonah.
Moon.
Jonah.
You know why?
Jonah the Moon.
I referred to Mr. Whale. Jonah
Oh.
was the person that got eaten by the whale.
He was a misconception. It was classified as a big fish in the Bible. It wasn't a whale. It was a big fish.
Oh.
I thought I got eaten by a whale, and I thought I was some special dude.
Are we done with this then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Cool.
kid's story is great. He thinks he's been eaten by a whale.
That's
and
cool.
And he's a moon eating on the whale. This
Yeah.
story is great.
It's all our fishing.
And he's got the glasses on that says, I am smart. Thank you, Jonah.
Watch out for those whales.
Stay off the moon, you fucking crazy bitch.
I think his razor got messed up. He missed a whole piece of his
Leave him-
hair.
leave
all the way
him
down
alone.
to his skull.
Leave him alone.
All right, well, I think it's probably time to cycle through to the end
Which
of the
organ
show.
is the human body produces insulin?
Okay.
Engine trivia from Johan. Go ahead.
Just one.
Right.
You don't even have to move because I'm not going to be in long.
Yeah.
Out of the 5-liter engines of the old school days, what are the 3 cubic displacement engines that were all considered 5-liter engines, and who were their manufacturers?
How many did you say there were? 5?
GM, Ford, and Chrysler.
There's 3 different manufacturers that came up with 3 different cubic inch engines that
GM,
were all
Ford,
5 liters.
GM, Ford, and Chrysler as the manufacturers, right? Or are we talking about specific car divisions?
Mopar?
Okay.
No.
So we're okay. Looking at the old school, 3 different cubic inches from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even 90s. 3 different cubic inch engines.
Okay.
What were the cubic inches? and what were the manufacturers, and they were all considered 5-liter engines.
If I know John, the answer's got to be the 69 Dodge Charger.
No.
Hemi, Mopar. What is it? I don't understand. Specific car manufacturers and make and model.
Okay, so with GM is a correct answer.
Correct.
Because GM had multiple, but
I believe Ford would be in Chrysler because those are only 3 motherfucking manufacturers.
But if
America,
if you go with specific manufacturers,
okay,
there's
so like
three
the
actual manufacturers. It's not all GM.
So the divisions of those manufacturers.
It's not all
GM. Like Maniac or Oldsmobile or something.
Right.
Well, that's
Chrysler.
Yes.
Right.
No, but
Lincoln,
we're not talking GM. We're talking actual manufacturer.
Okay.
What is that engine? Like the cubic inch of it, and who made it?
Like, the 5.8 or 5. Like when
They're
I drove.
They're all 5.0s.
So like I drove a Dodge Durango and I had a 5.9 Hemi in it, right? Is that it?
I'm talking. They're all 5.0 liters.
Okay.
And there was 3 different cubic inches.
Okay.
And they were all 5.0 liters.
So
they're all really well known.
So I have to guess. I'm not understanding what I gotta get.
A big block 406 or some shit. Is that what you're looking for?
A 350 Holly or something like that, made by Oldsmobile.
The 350 is a 5.7.
I got you.
Okay. Ford's 302 5-liter,
Yeah,
which was from the 60s all the way to the 90s.
Right, Nick.
Chevy had the 305, which was all the way from the 70s to the 90s.
Smokey and the Bandit.
And Oldsmobile with their 307.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah.
All right.
They were all considered 5-liter engines with 3 different cubic inch placements.
Nice. Awesome.
Anyways.
I was just going to ask you about the Wankel engine or something.
Oh, fucking Mazda rotary?
You know what's a good question? What was the first car you ever owned?
Okay, what was the first car ever made?
We did this already.
Model 4, Henry Ford, Model
It's
T
not.
or whatever. No,
We did this already.
not, right? That was the first car in the manufacturing
That was
line
first
or something.
mass produced.
It's not even in America. It's like a Mercedes or some shit.
So,
You were right, my sir. The very first car was in the late 1800s, and it was a Mercedes.
Yeah.
It was a Mercedes car.
What was the first car you ever owned, Jsonda?
Well, don't answer that. That's a security question.
Oh, okay, right.
94 Grand Am.
Right.
Damn, now your identity just got stolen.
Nice.
But I guess if they're going through till 56 minutes of the show to steal your identity, they're doing some pretty good work.
Mine was a 77 Cutlass Supreme with a 350 Holly
350
4-barrel.
350 rocket?
350
Yes.
Holly 4-barrel.
Yes.
It had the big slicks on the back, and we blew the U-joint within a month. It was great.
But that was my trivia question, so
Okay.
sorry. It was
What about
confusing.
you?
I was a 1999 shitbox Sentra, and we worked pretty good until my sister put it in a ditch.
But
That's awesome.
is that it?
All right, I guess we go to the last words. We're
Sure,
here.
man.
You might as well.
Thank last words. I'll start if you don't mind. Thank you, everybody. Service Memorial Day. That's what it's all about. Everybody who served, everybody who paid the ultimate price. God bless you, respect you, and thank you so much. So treat everybody well.
I got nothing to say after that. I was going to say something stupid. So I'm just going to, what he said.
Drops. Thank you for the military. Thank you for everyone who did our troops, or that's in the troops that provided us to be able to do this. Drop stunners, not drugs. Raise hell, praise Dale.
Awesome.
Mercury Maniacs. We're not Brainiacs. Now featuring the Brain Trust. Well, not this time, but sometimes.
I'm only half as stupid as they thought.
Right.
I'm still stupid, but I'm like half as stupid.
You got way more
Go
questions,
Sjanda.
right? But I just got the 5-point bonus question.
Yeah, well,
Bonus question.
because you let me have all the LeBron questions.
No,
Oh,
dude.
I was guessing Delonte West and Tristan Thompson and Mark Price. Zildrunas
You are the
Helkowski.
smartest dummy out there. What's the 5-point bonus question? 5-point bonus question?
How often do you think about the Roman Empire? Because Mercury is the Roman guy who tricksters. We're goofballs, degenerates, and not that drunk maniacs.
Thank
Tune in
you.
next week. Don't miss it.